Okay, well, time to wait. That's 57, 5808. Here, this is the okay. All right. Look forward to this. This is probably going to be a super long ass VOD eventually when it comes out, whenever it happens to happen. To come out like a month from now. Now meaning September 3rd. Considering I have a huge backup of VODs from even a month ago, month and a half almost, that I need to get around to going on or doing. Anyway, I should probably be in this just in case. Is it here that I need to go? But yeah, for those on YouTube, this is going to be me not stopping streaming until I finish this. So if I end up starting to sound tired, welcome on back to more Chained Echoes, and welcome to me being absolutely exhausted, potentially, by the end of this, and making really bad mistakes. Because I'm not stopping until I finish this game. Like, come on. At this point, I'm just screwing around here. Like, seriously. At this point, I'm just screwing around here, man. Really. Like, I should have finished this game probably a lot sooner than now, since I'm no longer taking the 100% seriously. Really? Bad breath? That's what he chooses? Repair all. That's literally the only thing he can do. Piercer, take care of the enemy. Okay, so, yeah, as you can probably tell, I sound a lot better. I feel a lot better, too. I have no idea where to go, though. That is my current predicament. Let's try heading down here. See if this entrance over here leads where I need it to. Otherwise, I could have a small problem here. Nope, this isn't where I need to go. Okay. So I want to head up from here. I'm already a tiny bit tired, so this could end either very amazingly or I could be fighting on fumes when I reach the final boss. Regardless, I am going to be doing a hint of speed running around. If I manage to run into the who is it called? The guy who I can talk to and get to upgrade using my Souls of Farnese. Oh, awesome. Okay, I'm here. Alright, this is the correct place. Should be a fight here? Yes. I remembered correctly. Glenn going first means that I do that. The game is a little bit babying in the way that you automatically get your ultra move at the beginning of each boss, which is, yeah, it's very forgiving in that aspect, because Glenn's ability makes it so that bosses and all adjoining enemies just kind of go, okay, we're doing 15% less damage, or I think it's actually 30-ish% less damage. I was never fully paying attention to that, but yeah. Combining that with whatever else, really. And you have quite the combo, right? Because he can use his ultra move. He can use his ultra move, and then immediately after using his ultra move, he still has things he can do, right? Let's see here. I'm presuming this is where I have to go. I could be very wrong. But this is one of my... Oh. That's a boss. Just randomly running into the boss. Okay. His head is very awkwardly shaped. Other than that, I will not say anything about it. It reminds me of a Persona creature. Well... Vaderganger? Vaderganger? I hope I said that correctly. 4 hits. I probably shouldn't wait to test that, but I really do. Dark Spear. Heroic Ode is fine here. Tiger Rush. Finish the combo, get Final Blossom. Attack Stance. Poisoned Odom. Yes. Sorry, I just had to take a moment there. Interruption. Mylings. Okay, are the Mylings weak to? They're weak to Earth. So continue attacking them, because they have their weakness down still. Yeah, continue attacking him, I guess. Interruption. Act twice. Now he applies the act twice. Huh. Ballad of the Earth. I have a feeling I shouldn't be... Falling Dragon. Poison Odom. The little ones... Yep. 4 hits again. Counter HP regen. His defense... His breaks have gone down, so let's do that. It won't be a perfect whatever. Shadow Arts. Out. Shadow Arts. Out. Dragon combo. Rising Dragon. She doesn't have enough, so I'm going to need to use sweets on her. Not with him, though. So Glenn's going to have to be the one to do it. Because Victor needs to use heal all to keep everyone alive. Critical on himself, that's fine. Sweets on Micah. Micah will now be able to use her Final Blossom. Which hopefully takes out the Mylings. Okay, I took out one of them at least. That's good. We can Dark Scythe here. Alright, and that was the boss. Starting off sharp and not very difficult, I have to say. But, I mean, yeah. I'm a bit in rush mode, and when I get into rush mode, Oh, game just froze for a second. That was one of those red-eyed beasts, wasn't it? Yes, they feel different from the rest of the monsters we fight. I can feel their hatred towards me. Who's there? Good job. You have almost reached your destination. Did you just walk out of the wall? Killian, what are you doing here? I'm looking after you. I don't want you to fail just because these meager fiends of the Harbinger attack you. These red-eyed beasts belong to the Harbinger? The wicked evil at the heart of the maelstrom stands not idle. He corrupts the aether around him, giving birth to a special kind of monster. And I am the target of the Harbinger as his monsters. Hold on a second, I'm gonna take a drink. Excuse me for that. Well, his actual target is Master Gawain. Master has a certain aura about him that the Harbinger follows. and ever since Master Gawain designated you as his successor, that aura has been attached to you. What are you talking about? Don't worry too much. You failed as successor. I have taken over that role now. You better concentrate on the target ahead, the van. Wait! Wait. Damn it, Killian, what does all this mean? Knowing Gawain, he'd rather tell it himself. Let's go. So is there an actual hidden door, or did he... Yeah, he did actually come out of the wall. Excuse me. Oh, guests. Look out for it. We created it, yet we forgot what it looks like and what it was capable of. If we could just remember. Alright. So it wanders these halls, supposedly. Okay. Look out for it. What was my first impression of it? If only I could remember. Yes, that's it. That's it. Scholars Habit. Oh, right. We just completed a boss. Let's learn some things, I guess. Hitting an elemental weakness raises the ultra move. Okay, Dry Strike. Let's do Efreet's Song. I don't know what it's going to be weak to. But, yeah. Whoop, keep screwing this up. Lend energy, dude. SOS defense up, human killer, machine killer. It sounds like it's going to be ether, or it could be beast. One of those two. Could be ether or beast, as far as I'm aware. I don't think it doesn't sound, based on the one guy saying magical or agreeing with magical. It sounds like it's going to be beast or ether. It doesn't sound like it's going to be machine. TP cost down for sure. Will help. Gotta stop doing that. All is one. Third eye. Raises damage of next move by 125%, but lowers user's defense and mind by 25%. That sounds great. That sounds insane. Especially considering all of the buffs that we can put on. Save TP. Switch out TP. Soulless, 50% chance to gain no aggro per action. Larynx attack. Heavenly kick. Overtime. Offensive buff, defensive buff, and double step last 3 turns longer. Okay, Starfall. Physical attack consisting of 4 hits dealing 0.2 times damage. That's really low damage for really high TP. I wonder what the point of that is. Regardless, let's get her regular stats up. First. Raise all. Oh no. Generates 80 TP for self. Okay. Silver lining, switch out HP, SOS status heal, SOS mind up. SOS mind up seems like a part of a very janky build. Probably agility here. He has everything up. Fallen restoration. Inflict debuff for 2 turns. When enemy dies with this debuff, user's TP is fully restored. Physical attack dealing damage based on user's current HP with a potency of 1. Which will... the potency will probably go up. If I had to guess. Provoke, lightning rod. Wind slash spreads targets oil, wet, dry, and heavy to all enemies for 3 turns. Interesting. Blocks all magical damage until next turn on themselves. Soldier, getting hit by magic generates 10 TP for 3 turns on everyone. And you apply that to everyone. Nature's Mirror, Sleep Powder, I don't know right now, dude. With this guy. HP regen does not seem great. Ailment Trap? I never really got into Rob. I never figured him out, and I don't think I really have the will to really try and figure him out now. Crit there, attack here. Is there anything else here that I care about here? Save TP maybe? We're still on the lookout for it. Whatever it is. But I imagine I'll find out fairly soon, because it keeps saving. Piglins, 5 piglins. 5 purple piglet. No, pig ears, sorry. Are they piglins or pig ears? They might be piglin. No, they aren't piglins. What are they called? Oh, I wish I could remember what color it had. Do you remember? Red is fire, blue is water, brown is earth, green is the wind. Oh, we're building the monster. Okay, so it's going to be magical and... Okay, we're building the monster here. The boss. So it's going to be magical. So I think that means it's going to be an ether type. So any ether killers would be great to put on at this point, I think. Red is fire, blue is water, brown is earth, green is the wind. What is wind usually weak to? Water? No. Wind is usually weak to earth. Earth is usually weak to fire, maybe? Water is weak to wind. If we're basing this on the throwables that make them, if you're wet, you're weak to wind. If you're heavy, which would be earth, you're weak to... Sorry, if you're... Yeah, oil is fire, which would be kind of the... Yeah, oil is fire, heavy is earth, dry is water, and wet is wind. So what do we want it to be weak to? Because if it is one element, it's going to be weak to another. How many people do we have that you can use water? We'll say red is fire. We'll say red is fire. And then what I'll do is I will put on you. I'll put on here. Instead of cheer, we'll have water strike. And then knowing it's water, we can probably... Water, probably fire isn't worth having here. We'll keep wind on just in case, but I don't think fire is going to be worthwhile. We still have Heaven's Tears, just in case it's randomly weak to something something we weren't expecting. We can have Water Coat, so that everyone is always effective with their physical attacks. I also want to try out that third eye. Since it is blue, I chose red as fire, and I chose magical, which means it's probably going to be weakest to physical, which means physical fire, or physical water, which means Glen, and I think that's it. Well, it could be weak to light or dark or one of those choices, but something like that. I mean, but yeah. For now, that's as prepared I think as I can get That counter mind up. What does he have? Earth attack, counter cure, auto aura, triggers aura for 5 turns at the beginning of battle. Yeah, let's do that. And then he has 33. She has 151, 46, 104. Upgrade the defend. KTB. Which would be good. Which would be good because she does have also the Crest block passive, which allows Crest to attack while she's the other thing, but when she blocks, Crest auto attacks. Let's get Wing Gust. Flicks dry, further weak to water. What else do you have here, dude? This guy's always been a mixed bag for me. And I have no idea how Raphael is supposed to work other than his summons. Bathraz, Sienna. He has 115. He can't actually upgrade anything. 245. 249 for the increased drops. Water resistance, water attack, just in case I somehow come up with a strategy that involves him. Not really though. 59 there. 463. Three follows. Ay. Why am I yawning so much, man? I guess it's because I'm talking. Ay. Anyway, purple piglin? Purple pig ear. I was correct when I said pig ear and not piglin. Falling dragon. They're weak to fire, which I'm not set up for. That's fine. That's fine though. Heroic Ode. We can third eye. Ow. Whirlwind. Well, if Linnae doesn't get absolutely bodied here. One of them got inflicted with Toxic. Whirlwind. Ow. Okay. Will Ultra move? Seems overly much, but considering these things almost took out Linnae. No, you don't take out best girl. Second best girl after Micah, actually. Although Micah is still got some growing to do, so. Linnae, best girl, currently. Well. Yeah, hold on. I think Amalia. Hold on, I'm trying to think of their ages. Amalia is underage, Micah's underage. Barely. Like, very barely. They're on the brink of adulthood. Linnae, if memory serves correctly, Linnae or Micah could be actually an adult. Just like beginning of college adult, like still super insanely young, like 1920-ish. I know Amalia is. She's younger. I don't know exactly what her age is. I don't think they ever like insinuate or give anything insanely, anything relatively clear. Victor is obviously hundreds and hundreds of years old because he's an R. Egil, I think, he's an adult for his age, for his species. Although he still is just a hair like a kid, because he does ask and inquire. He doesn't know too much about a lot of things. Glenn is old enough. Bathraz is definitely old enough. Sienna is most definitely old enough. Rob might be. There's quite a lot of things, like Rob's attitude and his demeanor and things, where that indicate that he might be just at the end of. Like, he might be the same as Micah. Raphael is 100% older. I'm guessing he's closer to mid-30s, potentially. Tom Key is probably in his 50s to 60s. Magnolia is... well, she's a fairy. We found that out. Magnolia is probably... I don't know, late 20s, early 30s, if you're doing the age comparison. For an R, if we're going back to... why does... I just realized I can't... oh, that's because Victor was already... okay. Victor was the one I went into the formation with. That's why I couldn't select him. But for Victor, probably... He looks to be like he's mid to late 30s, potentially early 40s in R to human ratio lifespan, right? So like a human being, or an R being 30 to 40 years old is however many hundreds of years to a human, right? Hundreds or even potentially thousands of years, right? But anyway, let's carry on. That was a tangent I just got off on. And I did not need to get off on. Is there a hidden super boss here right at the end of the game? I just realized the implication. I wonder, have I read about this creature called the Phoenix before creating it? You know, the creature that can resurrect itself. If I have to fight a Phoenix and it resurrects itself after I defeat it, or was it after? You read about the Phoenix much later. I see, so that's it. Thank you. Okay, so it doesn't have a revive. It now no longer revives itself. I can see him in my mind, but I don't remember. What was his specialty? Flail around like crazy is probably multi-hits to randomly everyone. Cast magic all over the place is AoE magic. It fooled around with your status, which means it applies statuses. I'm going to go flail around like crazy. Wait, no. I don't want to do that. Do I want to do an AoE magic? Oh, I already said it is going to be magical, which means it's weakest to physical, or whatever element it is. Which means it actually might not even have a weakness. It could flail around like crazy, it was able to cast magic all over the place, or it fooled around with my status. With your status. Okay. So that would mean physical attacks. Able to cast magic all over the place. It's already magical, so let's not give it actual magic. If it's magical, it's probably going to have a high magic or a stat a bit lower on the physical attack. So let's go with it flails around. Oh, game just froze for me. Did you hear that? It sounded like someone moved some furniture on the second floor. Oh. Okay. Diamond armor. Anybody missing out on diamond armor right now? Yes. Indeed. But it's weaker than what he currently has on. Actually, I can give it to Raphael here. Because it is better than what Raphael has. Alright, let's head into the last room then. Second floor, right? Somebody moves some... Wait, somebody moves some furniture on the second floor. Is this the third floor or the second floor? Hold on, let's try going downstairs. Because it said they said second floor. Somebody moved furniture on the second floor. Not here, not there. Not here. Okay. It isn't here. It isn't here. Nothing there. Okay, so somebody moved furniture on the second floor. Means that it was probably this bookshelf here. Or that, no, this bookshelf got moved out of the way. Alright. There it is. Yes, ethereal. Okay, magic means ethereal. I got it. I was correct. Okay. I'm gonna guess strength. I'm gonna strength dance here. It's gonna flail around like crazy. Enemy adapts to the memories around it. Turned into fire. Attack rises. It's now weak to water. Let's use the AoE. Just in case. Third eye. Flail all night long. Yep. That's exactly what I want. Let's Tiger Punch. We want to attack stance. Tiger Rush. Water coat everyone. Everyone has water attack. All the brakes just went off. Yeah. Full bloom, which will be effective because it's physical. It'll be considered weakness. Water strike, 2345. She doesn't have third eye. Let's use third eye. Okay. Let's Tiger Punch again, I guess. Cross Slash. Oh yeah, Cross Slash is pretty good. I should have made it Earth so that I was weak to wind. Or Water so that I was weak to wind. One of those two. Hopefully? No. Anyway. Regardless. Let's have him do Shielding Mazurka. There we go. It's doing basically no damage now. I'd rather just have her do a regular attack. Yep. Water Thrust. 2588. All break. And it's defeated. Just like that. Awesome. That's two bosses fairly quick succession when you think about it. Very few fights. I think there was only one fight between them. If that. Okay. Gold key. Huge. That's exactly what I needed. Alright. I don't want to I do want to run back through all of this, because if I teleport then everything respawns and it becomes a serious pain. But if I don't teleport, nothing comes back. Which means that I don't have to worry about it. There might be one more fight though, to be fair. Okay. Where does this bring me? Yep, this is exactly where I want to be. Oh. Dragneel? No, not Dragneel. Very similar sounding name. Can't remember right now. Yeah. Alright, time for what could potentially be the boss. You attacked the church, you killed the Pope. I bear nothing for you but hatred. I see. He's gonna stand in our way then too. Wyatt, I demand vengeance, godless woman. You cannot hope to defeat us in sky armors. Pah, only devil is without hope. I cannot rest as long as your blood still runs warm, so die. I'm sorry, what is the sudden... I knew he was... Okay, big guy, wielding a sword, minimum of twice his size. Say hello to somebody who is based on either Guts, Cloud Strife, or somebody who is also based off of Cloud's Guts. Actually, Guts was based on somebody else, and I know and I can't remember who it was. It's an actual historical character. It's an actual historical person. Instantly targets him. Great. That doesn't bode well. Repair all. Ow. Kaboom. Weak to wind. Make sure we're in second gear. Hornet Dance. 2 shots, but that's still a lot of damage. I noticed they're not instantly applying Act twice anymore. That is a very good thing. That is a very good thing to note, which means that these bosses would be... They think that these bosses are too powerful if they did Act twice from the very beginning, which means the ease with which I am defeating them means that I am overpowered even just a little bit. I am over the expected preparation, I suppose you could call it, even by just a hair. Just enough to make this too easy, right? We'll blind salvo here and then go back into whatever else, right? And we can repair all again. Oh. Summoned an orb, used cross, but I missed everyone. This orb provides Wyatt with a different set of abilities. We need to destroy it. Good. What's its weakness? Dark. Oh, good. Wish I knew that sooner. Wild Slash. Cross. Cross again. Great. Defensive break Wyatt. You took everything away from me. You still have that one God you're so fond of. You know nothing of me. Once I was a sinner, which is what God has never spoken to me directly. Only through His holiness I was able to receive His word. I acted as God commanded me through His holiness, hoping that one day He would recognize me and forgive me for my sins. You're a delusional fanatic, Wyatt. Silence. You destroyed the one channel I had to speak to God. How am I supposed to make Him recognize me now if I don't know what He desires? But I do know one thing that he would definitely wish for. Your death. Who wouldn't ask for the death of the person that cut away one's tongue? Let's take out the support orb if we can here. Assisted by orb is minus. Okay, let's do one more attack with Glenn as that. Then wind shot, right? Yes. Woof. Yeah, she can afford to do this. Let's do a charge. He has to do that. So Glenn's gonna have to heal himself with Repair Kit DX? No, just a regular Repair Kit should be good. Actually, good point. Victor could go down here. Then use that on Glenn. Act thrice. He can go 3 times now. Great. And his break is gone now. 4 hits is huge. Do I risk the Berserk mode? Yeah, sure. I need you to repair all, otherwise we're going to start losing people here. 1, 2, don't attack him again, please. Okay, 3. He has to go there. Hornet Dance again. 3 hits, good. Piercer. Summoning Orb. Cross, that's not good. Cross again, okay. Repair all. Come on. Ow. 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 Really? Defensive break. Oh no, he's acting 3 times. We're done. We lost this attempt. Okay. The moment I think that yeah, but the Sky Armor stuff is, to be fair, pretty balanced. I'm not gonna lie. Like, you could be super overpowered for foot battles with your individual characters, but as soon as you get into the Sky Armors, it's one of those things that they've done really good at balancing. On foot or in Sky Armor. I could do this fight on foot. I'm gonna give it 1 attempt. No. Specifically, part of the dialogue was that in Sky Armor he wouldn't stand a chance. Sienna said that specifically. So I'm going to be in the Sky Armor. Also, everybody is getting 1 more thing to learn more skills with. It feels like they're just throwing these at us now. Which, to be fair, it is near the end of the game. They're probably like wondering about... They're probably just like, okay, they're nearing the end of the game. They might have missed maybe 2 optional bosses, but otherwise, you know, let's just give it all to them. Let's just give it to them. Right? Skills cost no TP for 2 turns on self. Iron Will. Until next turn, user will survive any damage with 1 HP, sure. Gain HP after kill. Excuse me. Calm Water. 10% for 4 turns. Changes scales of user. Change chance scales off of user's agility. Okay. War Cry. Excuse me. Ugh, hiccups now? Really? I'm going through literally everything possible here, and there's nothing I can use with him or give him. Killer, resistance, SOS, resistance, defend, gain TP. Sure. Let's try this again. Just gotta be a hair luckier this time, I guess. So I gotta pay more attention to be fair. Offensive break. Oh yeah, that's much nicer. Piercer. Hornet Dance. 3 hits with that is actually really big. Okay, act twice. What's his defensive looking like? Okay. Do that. Oh no, I screwed up. Well, now he's guaranteed to attack her. Because she's going to take the most damage, right? So therefore, he just attacks her regardless. Piercer. Offensive break. Hornet Dance again. Summoning support orb. Cross. Orb provides him with a buff. We know that. Piercer. Cross. Cross. You continue to damage Wyatt, I think. She needs to go into that mode. Attack. Repair all. Gets everyone fairly up there. His brakes fall down there. Let's... I think not inact, I need to blind, because I think inact would only be for one of his actions. Charge. Wallet slash. Cross. Miss. Miss. Repair all. Now we'll do inact. Hornet Dance, get rid of the support orb. Unable to act. Okay, so that does just generally apply. Let's... yes, offensive break. Yep, act thrice. That's the scary part. Just regular Hornet Dance is good. Wind Shot. Piercer. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Boom. Just gotta take this a lot more methodically. Piercer. 3385. He's still in attack stance. Wind Shot. 4952. Charge. Summoning support orb. Okay, so he's going to start using crosses again. Repair all, otherwise Glenn goes down here. He is going to be able to hit Glenn regardless. Let's heal Glenn so that he's out of potential death range. Hornet Dance. And we're done. Okay. We're at least done the first phase of Wyatt. It's over, Wyatt. Silence. What are you doing? He's taking Pneuma, a drug that increases physical and magical capacities. You've got to be kidding me. The Inquisition has passed judgment. Feel the vengeance of God, you heretics. Heretics. What? Ava? I couldn't listen to this any longer. Traitor! Ava! Is this it? Is this the destiny that God has chosen for me? Let me take a look. Just a few broken bones. What are you doing here? We followed your life anchor, but I did not come for the same reason as him. I wanted to apologize. I realized that what I said was wrong. I blamed you for the fact that you should have stayed back then. That you should have changed the church from the inside with us. I know, but I was a coward and fled. No, I can't blame you for that. When you exposed the problems against the church, we all took a defensive attitude. We didn't want to admit it. How could I expect you to stay when I was pushing you away from me? We didn't give you a chance. Ava, time is running out. I don't know what you were trying to do here, but go ahead. My body hurts, but I will survive. I've healed the worst wounds. You should be fine for the time being. We'll pick you up on the way back. I promise. I know, Sienna. But now go. Okay. Off we go then. Okay, that's where I have to go. Is there anything else? No, there isn't. Okay. Onward we go then. We are officially in the Academy of Nyssa. The Academy proper. Yeah. Alright. There's a magic circle under Nyssa. Every time magic is cast, it makes sure that a small amount of ether is collected. It has been doing this for decades. The corridors under Nyssa serve as a magic circle. That's why there are magic symbols all over the place. Okay. We are where we need to be. Once the gateway to the van is built, they will sense the connection. They'll come looking for us. Nyssa must disappear from the scene. Literally. Sinking the whole academy? Are you insane? Once, thousands of kingdoms ruled all over Eldrea, but after the Great War at the end of the Fifth Age, only a few great powers remained. Whether this was good or bad for peace on Eldrea remains to be seen, but what is certain is that the entire world had to undergo a structural and, above all, cultural change. When the kingdoms and lands united, the weak cultures were replaced and homogenized. Homogenization took place. Eldrea lost much of its former splendor. I'm not heading through that door unless I have to. Lady Raina will keep the key for the order. I wonder how long it will take to find a weapon. Okay, and we're through this door, which is supposedly to where we have to go. Or we need to go. You're kidding! Nyssa was built only so that we could construct the gate in secret? We need vast amounts of ether. We built this place as an academy so that magically gifted people from every country can come here. You find a note describing the location of a small flying island. It should currently be located west of Alandis, which is Shambhala. That's Shambhala. that they're talking about there. Okay. At any moment we could be fighting straight into final boss territory, so that's why I'm a little bit on edge here. Alright. Like, this is the main audience hall, which is probably going to be where shit goes down. Okay. Does it matter which side? I don't think it does. Fast travel location, that's worth noting. Yeah, pretty much confirms when a person is right there. Okay, I'm going to take a short break. Because I need to go to the bathroom. So I will see you all in a few moments. Take care. Alright, I am back. Let's get right on back to the game here, too. Game as well, it should be coming back in a few moments as soon as I click on. Okay, let's see here. This one matters, because this is main party. This one matters since they're main party. This one matters, main party. And I'm short one orichalcum. This one matters because it's main party, but I don't have enough money. That's fine, I should have enough armor here. I just let a little kitten into my room. I let a kitten into my room, so if I have to suddenly get up again, you'll know why. A fourth scholar's habit, that might be for Linnae, potentially, if I went with her as a more focused on her casting abilities. Hold on. I'm actually going to get rid of the kitten here, because she is fudging around with the chords and she is a bit overactive right now. Okay, welcome on back. Yeah, alright. Welcome back to me again. Saying that to myself more than anyone else at this point. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, alright. That should be it. Sell all of those and then I can buy... Oh shoot, selling orichalcum, I need that. I need those. I need these. Need that adamantite and I need that as well. Still leaves me with enough for upgrades, I think. Yep. Sure does. Let me just check everybody's weapons, because some of these didn't seem... Bolit's bow. Interesting. That's way weaker. Is it same weapon, but weaker? I don't know. That's definitely weaker. That's weaker. That's weaker. Refined gun spear is worse. Yeah. Tachi is same, but not upgraded. And then Boganock is worse. Okay. Let's see what we can do about armor here, Linnae. We can get one upgrade for her armor. And that is it. We are out of the money required in order to get more armor upgrades. I mean, not that it really matters. The only one we would want to upgrade is Micah's or Sienna's. One of these two. Well, no, we have these two left that we should be trying to upgrade as well. Which, I mean, I could try to upgrade, yeah. But that would involve teleporting it. So this is basically their final, hey, go and do things, then come back and figure shiz out. Right? That's basically what they're saying here. This is their final, hey, this is the end of the game. Go do stuff, you can come back immediately without having to worry about doing the long-ass trek. Which is great. Gwaine is waiting just ahead. Please take care of my beloved. I imagine if I 100%ed the game, or did some specific things, I would get a good ending or a true ending or something to this game. This game, it feels like this game would not be above giving me alternate endings. But, yeah. Is this the door to the realm of the Van? Van? It is indeed. You've reached your destination. Gwaine. Killian. This is where the reign of the Van ends. When this door opens, we can reach the Van, but in return, they too can reach us. With their divine power, they have the advantage and can kill you humans before you could even blink. Us humans? Who are you, Gwaine? Have you forgotten already, Master Bart? You were never an ordinary student. I have been so many things in my long life, but you are right. I wasn't there to learn, I was there to teach. I was teaching you the role of my successor without you noticing, Glenn. Slowly but surely, I adapted your ether to mine. What do you mean by that? Our ether needs to have the same color, the same scent, for you to be able to receive my abilities, and you've been slowly receiving them for quite some time now. This is why you could witness the standstill of time. This is why you can manifest the dead souls of the Maelstrom in the form of these children. This is why you can make the white door appear from Magnolia, and this is why you will be able to resist the power of the van for a few moments to use the grimoire. You are my successor, Glenn. What? Why don't you do it yourself if you're so powerful? This is, by the way, looks very much like an arena, so I might have to fight Glenn. Or not Glenn, Killian or Gwaine. Again, but without the sky armors. Why don't you do it yourself if you're so powerful? For tens of thousands of years I roamed the world long before the Harbinger even existed, long before humanity existed. I am at the end of my lifespan. I can only use a fraction of the power within me. I am no longer an obstacle to the van. Okay. So that's why. So he's an R. We know that because of previously stated story stuff. If you missed it, you should go back and watch those episodes. It's somewhere in the, I think I want to say hundreds, early hundreds, late 90s, early hundreds. I want to say something like that. But you might hear about him being an R later, or at least my theorizing. Or earlier, sorry. You might hear me theorizing that he's an R earlier. I am at the end of my lifespan. I can only use a fraction of the power with me. I'm no longer an obstacle to the van. But you... What are you talking about, Master? You said Glenn failed. You said I had potential. Glenn stands before me, stronger than ever. You were just a replacement that happened to fit because you spent a lot of time with him. What are you trying to say? Look at you. You don't have nearly what it takes to control my power like Glenn. Am I supposed to live the rest of my life without a body in this form? What is that? Glenn! Stop it! We now complete the transfer of my power. It won't take long. Use it to withstand the power of the van and kill them with the grimoire. Then I will be no more. Then I will be free. Free from this endless mission. Stop it! Stop it! Use my power to stand against the van and kill them with the Grand Grimoire. Afterwards you shall search for a weapon to kill the Harbinger. This will be your task going onwards. What? You fool! What are you? Give it to me. Give me the power of the will. Killian? I can't control it anymore. This energy, yes, I can feel it. I can absorb it. Stop him. Stop him. I did it, Glenn. You see that? I have the ultimate power. I will shatter the van. I will purify the world. He took the will by force. He wasn't prepared for it. He can't control it. What are we going to do? Get the power back. You must kill him. Quickly. Gwaine, he is dead. The key to the door. Give it to me. I'm sorry, Killian. I don't quite get it yet. But somehow my gut tells me I have to stop you. Stop me? You? You're nothing, Glenn. Do you know who you're dealing with? Do you even know who Gwaine was? I can see it in his memories. Gwaine is the being who made mankind forget his existence. And now I am him. I am the one who will lead the world into a bright future. Killian is literally trying to be. Is Killian really trying to be Jesus or Jesus? I say Jesus because, yeah. The human Librodia Darvenas, eighth true king, also called the Manipulator. Impossible. The true kings wish the same as the Order, to kill the Van, to kill the Harbinger. They are the guardians of all the beings on Aldrea. Ah, what is this pain? Gwaine, you son of a... The wheel's not bending. It's trying to escape me. This seems to be our last chance. We will put you out of your pain, Killian. Whoa. Then try it, Glenn. Whoa, brother. Oh, we're in... It's another Sky Armor fight. Okay. So, I do have something I'm worried about. And that is that Merlin is a 400, not a 500 Sky Armor. So he is particularly susceptible and weak in terms of health. He's an entire 600 points below Sienna. And even further below the Seraph Armor and the Tank Armor. Which, yeah. Yeah. That could be a major problem here. Alright, time to learn and adapt really quick, because I don't think this game would give us a second chance at this fight. In that case, we're going to start with a Gear 2 offensive break. Just in case. Hopeless Strike? Oh no! I don't have any... No, I have 2 exchange parts. Okay. I didn't think I had any exchange parts for a second there. We need to get out of the overpower here. What is he weak to? Fire? Light Barrage? He already has... He starts in Act Thrice? What? We're going to have her switch back to 0 gear and exchange parts with him. He uses Act Thrice like it's nothing, dude. Is this scripted? This is insane. Revive. I have no choice but to revive here. Is this just forced to be an uphill battle? I wonder if this is forced to be an uphill battle. Because there's no way I win this. There's no way I win this here. How do I win this? Retry battle. Wait, I can do it on foot. What does that give me access to? Gives me access to Amalia's revive. He's gonna do a ton more damage though. That's the thing. I'll try Sky Armor one more time. Otherwise I'm gonna have to load an autosave. Oh, everyone has another thing to learn here? Okay. Silence hit. HP drain, sure. All is one, sure. We'll do Starfall, no. Heavenly Kick, maybe? Risky Heal, sure. Comrades Help, sure. Fallen Restoration, okay. Counter stance. Flash. Mirage. He has two he hasn't used because he doesn't have the room to use them. Attack +2 and then the other stuff. Okay. Change of plans. Offensive tactics. Wait. He has act thrice in offensive tactics. Okay. So we need to enact immediately so that everyone else can set up. Offensive break. Unable to act. Okay, good. We'll blind then after that. Hornet dance. Still weak to wind? Sorry, fire? Yeah. Missed. Hopeless strike. 99999. Okay. But he didn't go after him, which means complete overhaul. Can just go ahead. Hornet dance. Okay. We can fire a shot again. Silence. Hopeless strike. Regular. Regular. That was somewhat to plan. Do I use a repair kit DX on anyone? This is Sienna. Let's get her back to that and then have her use a regular repair kit on herself. Light barrage shouldn't kill anyone here. Oh. Oh. Oh no, I am very much sensing the pain here. Glenn, poison salvo, please. Thank you. And I need you to... Self or Glenn? Glenn. Repair kit DX. Victor needs to part 2 repair all. Change of plans. Okay, defensive tactics now. So he's going to be doing potentially less damage. Less of a damage focus, which is good, theoretically. Fire shot. Fire's no longer his weakness, it's earth. Okay. So offensive, he's weak to fire. Defensive, he's weak to earth. Okay. That's good to note. That's worth noting. She can charge here. Heal. Should have guessed that much. Heals again. Defensive break. Heal all HP and TP. Yeah. Hornet dance. 3 hits. That just removed all of his... Pairing Ultima Strike in 2 turns? Okay. That means we need to be fully healed in 2 turns. let's... Is he still poisoned? Yeah, he's still poisoned for 1 turn. Piercer. That was a crit. Lucky crit. Repair all. Hornet Dance. 1 hit is not good. It's best if he just stays there. 1 round left. Okay. Glenn. Just defend. Parakeet itself. This. Defend. Ultima Strike. Okay. But we prepared for that. Repair kit him so that he's not immediately dead. Hopeless Strike. No! Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Okay, we're starting to fall apart here. This isn't good. Complete overhaul Bethraz. Because Bethraz has a heal on him. We need to elixir... Why does he have 2 turns ahead of him? What? Sienna? Okay, took down them. Almost took down Sienna. Exchange parts Victor. Extra body. Shit. Light barrage, that's 2 people down. Another person down. I wish I had an answer for this, but I don't. So I'm probably just screwed here. Yep. GG's. Okay, so I need to figure out how to do this properly. I think I need to start with in Sky Armor. So it is Sky Armor I'm supposed to use because I did make it pretty far through the game, through the fight. I made it to a second switch. Switch out. Okay, offensive tactics immediately, right? Which means weak to fire. Charge. Let's berserk mode. And then offensive break, but don't switch into second gear. Attack mode. Light barrage, okay. Regular attack. Regular attack. Okay, so it seems like he only uses 1 special. Well, Poison Salvo, 2301, means now he's going to be taking 2300 attack damage every turn. Every one of his turns. Yes. Hopeless Strike, that's fine, as long as it's not Victor. That is kind of bad, though. I am not gonna lie, that is really bad, actually. It's not good, that's not good. Exchange parts, Sienna. This is gonna be painful. It's gonna be really painful. Light barrage doesn't take anyone out, okay. Okay, we get a party thing here. 5 hits, that is really crazy. That is like super required here. Okay, quick repair Victor. Victor repair all. Okay, we're all out of instant death range aside from Hopeless Strike, which targeted Victor. 2 hits. That's not good. We don't have anybody else who can do revives. That's the thing. Change of plans defensive. Okay. Ow. Alright, he's weak to earth now. Focus on everyone surviving first. Spend our first turn of this just focusing on getting everyone up. 1 round left, which means we have to go and defend. Go in to defend. Ultima Strike. Right. I forgot he can't survive that. Here. Enact. Here. Overhaul Sienna. Because she'll come back with more health. Blind. Foulmouth. It's not good. It's really not good. Let's repair kit Sienna. Okay, it's very low poison damage. She needs to switch over to that. Still attack though. It missed. Heal, that's fine. His heals are based on what gears we're in. Because we're all first gear. So it's based on our average damage. Okay. That's huge to know. Yeah, his damage is based on our average damage. Because I just switched to the second gear and suddenly he's doing more. Okay. That is very worth noting. Elixir. Full health. Heal again. Yeah. Our average capable damage is that. Oh, game just decided to start slowing down. Please don't do this, man. Do this. She's still blind for 2 turns? Oh no. Whose turn is it? Glenn? What are we looking at for his skills? Can he use stuff? No, so I'm gonna switch him over to... God, this is painful. $920 damage, okay. She's paralyzed, so that paralyzed finally triggered. Sword? No, heal. But on offensive? Okay. Only 1800s, I was questioning that amount of damage that I dealt. It's our turn. Gotta wait for the game to catch up though. Hold up. Take a moment here to just game again, if it'll allow me to. Because I'm going to call. I might be able to break and start again in a few minutes. Hold on. Oh, please don't let me crash. Please don't let me just crash him. Just crash a little bit. Come on. Okay. Okay, this is back, but the game most definitely won't be. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop capturing, I'm going to stop streaming. You know, I'm just going to sit with the game, so my computer can kind of... Computer's already cooling down a bit. I'm going to stop capturing the game, which will be... Yeah. So we're just going to sit here, take a break, stretch, water,